Hear me? You need to stay home. Ned decided to go on a little tour last night to the neighbors about a mile away. Yeah. About you? Are you staying home? Yeah, you're my good one, huh? You're my good boy. Morning. Because of the rain, I never got a chance to check that gate yesterday after lunch, so we're gonna go do that now. Yeah, they never closed it yesterday, so I guess it's a good thing it rained and my sheep didn't come out of the trees till late. Oh, people seriously drive me nuts. Yeah, they made it nice and easy for the sheep just to jump over. So somebody drove through here. I'm gonna put a lock on it. I'm so done with stupid people. We have a ton of this, I think it's crested wheat is what it's called. We spent years trying to get this established back here for our cows. And then we got rid of the cows because I got hurt. And that's kind of why we switched to sheep. But my sheep will actually eat this. They like the wheat on top, and it actually really surprised me that they wanted anything to do with this stuff. Usually sheep don't like to eat anything that's basically about 3 or 4 inches tall, but they really like sage, and they go through all those sage bushes every year, and they like this crested wheat. In the fall, that's when you'll find that they really go to town on it. So I am really grateful we put it out here. They don't touch it during the summer or spring, but come fall, they'll wipe off all the little pods on the top, all the little kernels, all the everything. I mean, they'll take it to not dirt, but they'll take it down to where it's just the stem. And it's nice to be able to have this feed back here for them, even though it wasn't meant for them, and I didn't think they'd ever eat it. Because it did rain so much yesterday afternoon, it's wet. I mean, it's really wet. I will not be getting that other hayfield cut probably until after the weekend. And it means we're going to have to rake the field I did cut. So once these two get done swimming, because apparently it's a daily thing that we cannot skip, I am going to try and get the tractor started, take off the grain drill, and maybe just park it over by the shop. Yeah, because that's where the rakes are. So I need to take it to the shop. Had to think about that. So we bought new rakes, and those are what we'll use for this field. But I need to get it started first. It hasn't been started since last fall, I think. Maybe last year when he planted a bunch of stuff. I don't know. It's been a while. And there's this. My tractor is not wanting to go forward. We thought it didn't have hydraulic oil. We put some in. It still will not go. It won't move. I have no clue. So if anybody has a clue how to make a 1066 International drive, let me know, because we are at a loss. We've done everything we can think of to do. We've watched YouTube videos on how to bleed it, get the air out of the lines, everything we can think of, and it still is not moving. That's kind of why we never got that corn put in, is because we couldn't get this to move to be able to disc that field. But I need to get it to work, because that's the tractor we use for baling hay. Yep. Probably gonna have to jump this one too. I need to take the grain drill off, but I don't want to do it in the middle of the thistles. So I'm going to, once I get it started, I'm going to just pull so it can kind of sit along this fence. Getting closer. Well, I disconnected to go up to lunch, and apparently taking a 45-minute lunch was too long, because it is almost dead again. I'm getting I'm getting very little. So I need to put the jumper cables back on and sit out here for probably another hour in hopes that I can get it started. So I do have a meeting tonight, and I have about 2 hours before I have to head for the house for that meeting. So we're going to see what we can get done. I'll probably feed after my meeting, just because I may not get there before I get this thing going. And now we just hope the fuel holds out. Come on. Yes. Success. I didn't blow it up, and I didn't start it on fire. So those were the two options that would have been really bad. But you never know. It could happen. So we got it going. I'm going to just let it run for a bit, and then we're going to unhook the grain drill, unhook my pickup, move my pickup, and take this to the shop. And put the rakes on. Yeah, probably not. I'll put it toward the rakes. Okay, so he said it takes a jack and a lot of luck. So That didn't work. Okay. So forgotten how hot this tractor is. But we're unhooked, we're headed for the shop, and then I gotta get my butt to my meeting, so. But it has been a halfway productive day. I got it started, I didn't think that was gonna happen. And I got the disc, or the grain gel unhooked, which I also wasn't sure was gonna happen. So, yeah, we'll call that a win. Okay, let's hope we can start it again in the morning. Yeah, I'm a little off. Yeah, I'm off, but it's okay. I will deal with it tomorrow. It's not like we're gonna rake probably before the weekend anyway. So then I can have his help to figure this thing out. It's a good boy, Ned. Let's just hang out in here tonight, okay? That way Daddy doesn't have to get you at 6 o'clock in the morning. Not really sure why he left. I don't know if they had a dog that's in heat. I don't know if he just wandered and forgot how to get home. I don't know, but he's been home all day, and I'd like to keep him that way, so he can just spend the night in the shop. Looks very, very empty in here. So the plan is to leave this set up. We will start breeding, I think I have the rams go in the 15th of September, so less than 45 days. We're doing 100 head. I'm going to use 5 rams and give them 20 ewes per ram. And in 34 days, I'm hoping they can get those 20 done. It is optimal time for breeding, and so they won't get pulled out until mid-October, maybe even later than that. So between now and the 15th of September, I will start working on my breeding groups, figure out which rams I want to use, which ewes I want to put with which rams, which ewes I want to breed in this group. And that's one of those things I will probably change my mind 18 different times before I finally settle on what I want to do. But then we'll go, so these guys will get bred September, and then we'll be lambing in December, and then we're breeding again right away in January. And then we'll be on schedule for next year. So we'll breed in January, in May, and in September. And the September breeding will be our big group. So this year we have, I think, 220 that we're going to be breeding. So I will do the 100 in September, and then 50 in January, and 50 in May, and then I just did 20 this last couple days. So then come next year in September, I will have 330 that we will be breeding, and so we'll take probably 150 of those, breed them in September, and then split the others between January and May, or something along those lines. It'll change. It always changes, but that's the plan for now. So right now I just need to gear up for September, and that means figuring out my breeding groups, figuring out my breeding pens, because those down there, they could hold 10 ewes and a ram without any issues, because I have enough headspace for them to eat. They will not hold 20 ewes plus a ram. So I need to figure out another couple pens, so I can, split that into two, probably split the other side into two, and then have one more maybe outside, or something. I've got a couple weeks to figure it out, so yeah. And it will be natural breeding, so no cedars, no PG 600. They're going into their breeding season, so they're cycling as they normally would, so I don't have to do anything extra. I think the only one I will have to cedar is probably May, or well, definitely May. I don't know about January. We'll see.